Hi everybody and welcome back to another video. Now this video is ideally me just talking about why my adoption day is important, and is it good to have an adoption day, as people say gotcha day. Is it important for an adoptee to celebrate that with their family? To my family, it's a very important day. It's the day that makes my family my family. It's the day I became a Gilbert. It's the day that's the most important to me, when all of us are together, as well as Christmas, birthdays, all of that. This is a very important day. This is the day when everything changed for all of us. So I know a lot of people celebrate it as Gotcha Day, and in other countries it's called Gotcha Day, but in our family we just call it adoption anniversary, things like that. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because coming up soon, it's on the 1st of August 2019, very soon, it will be 25 years since my brother and I were adopted from Arkhangelsk, Russia. And to me, that's a very important moment in our lives. We obviously don't remember anything from Arkhangelsk, Russia, but as an adoptee, it's when everything changed for us. It's when we came over here. And a lot of people kind of ask me, why do you celebrate it? When I say I'm out with my family for these days, is because I'm celebrating my adoption day. And a lot of people who are not adopted do not understand, I guess, the important side of that, or why you guys celebrate it. Is it worth celebrating? Why is it a thing why do you celebrate it in the first place? I can tell you it's because if it wasn't celebrated, or, if it wasn't acknowledged, you got to look back at what happened back then. And 25 years ago, my parents were in Russia in July 1994, 25 years ago exactly, and they were at the orphanage to adopt my brother and I. And so that's when the process began. And then right on the 1st of August, my name changed from Guzavagurskoy Alexander Viktorovich to Sasha Alexander Gilbert. Now, Alexander is my middle name. Sasha is actually my first name. I'm sorry to tell you the bad news, or tell you news that you didn't know, but Sasha is actually my first name. I get called Alex though, for short. That is my name, Alex Gilbert. That's what I've been called. And throughout my life growing up though, I was called Sasha until I was 14 years old. People often ask me, where did Sasha come from? Why Sasha? What does it mean? And a lot of questions growing up, obviously, it was obvious that I was adopted with my brother because we were in the same class at school quite often when we were very young. And a lot of people would ask us about my brother and I, about why we were in the same class, or how are you guys related? Are you guys twins? We're not twins, we used to say, and they say, how come you're in the same? It's all these sort of questions that we kind of were asked a lot growing up. And then people would often ask us, where does Andre, or where does Sasha come from? So it would be something that we'd always have to explain as an adopted person. Not that it's bad. I was very open about my adoption to everybody, and I was very curious and very interested about where I come from, so it was something that I was always open to talking about. But when it comes to my adoption day, I believe it is important for an adopted person to talk about it, to celebrate it, and acknowledge that day, because that's the day when you became part of your family. And of course, it's not a day where people should say, right, it's a day where you left your previous family or left the orphanage, as in that was a bad part of your life. It is bad for some people, and I know there's stories, and I respect everybody for telling the story, and I know that every story is different. I never say that every story is a positive I'm not sugarcoating stories or anything like that. It's never a positive outcome for everybody. But at the end of the day, be proud of who you're with and the family that you're with. Make sure be open and honest with them, and let them know that what they did for you was big. But then again, I can't speak for every story. And I know there's a lot of side stories, with adoption stories around the world. I hear them all the time, so I understand that not every story is perfect. And I do feel sorry for people that go through a hard time, even in the orphanage and even with their family. As for myself, my adoption day is important. We all get together as a family, we sit down, we talk about a lot of history, the past, or the old days of when my parents went to Russia for the first time, and about picking us two boys up when we were 2 years old. So to me that's important, and that's what I really just want to tell you guys, why we celebrate it as a family. But with the adoption day, I know that everybody has different ways of celebrating it. It's always the 1st of August for me and my family. We always get together, we hang out, we talk, We show photos, we even look back at old videos. We always talk about some of the funny moments growing up, being Russian children. My parents would often say, you children understood Russian when you were in our house and we thought it was funny, things like that. We just often laugh about that. But yeah, it's an important day for our family, and 25 years on the 1st of August will be 25 years exact from when I became a Gilbert. So that is a bit of my history and a bit of my story, as well as a bit of the history of my name. I thought you guys might want to like that. I thought you guys might like that. But yeah, I thank you guys so much. I'm still planning some ideas for Russia. It's still up in the air. Everything's still being planned. So let's see what will happen. Still up in the air. So let's just wait and see. Let's see what happens. If it's not New Year's, it will be next year, definitely. But that's something that I am planning and something that I really want to go and do. So thank you very much. We'll go and do again and go and catch up with everybody and see the family. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really appreciate it. I hope it's not too long. I hope I'm not talking too long. I read your guys' comments. I read your feedback. Thank you so much for the support. And as I always say, goodbye. Talk to you next time. Thank you very much. До свидания и спасибо большое. Thank you so much. Thank you.